Hey guys, trying to make this thing work. Maybe. Good morning, everybody. Maybe this will work. Hey guys, good morning. Is everything working okay? Our internet is acting kind of funky over here, so hopefully it's working okay. Fingers crossed. I don't really know how to fix it because I don't know. Hey, good morning. What's everybody up to so far today? Things are not going so hot today over at our house, and that's kind of putting it nicely. But we're here. And we'll see how it goes. Is everything coming through okay, guys? I would check it, but my computer apparently needs an update right now, so I have no way to check on anything, but that's the way our day seems to be going. Oh, the joy, the fun. Anybody got any fun things that they're doing today? Anything exciting? I want to thank you all so much for lifting up Brett and Tamra this past week. He had his heart surgery. So, oh good, it's working. Hello, Angela. How are you? You gonna make it today? Everything is going well. Did you guys get to see the magazine? The magazine came out yesterday, and it's on Google Play Books. Good morning, Heather. How are you? The magazine's on Google Play Books. I've got the PDF on our website. You can get it on the Magster app. Hey, Lex. And Amazon does not let me put it for free, but they did let me run the lowest price they'll let me put it on there for is $2.99 on Amazon Kindle. They did let me run a promotion thing. So for the next week starting today, it's going to be free on Amazon Kindle. If you have the Kindle Unlimited, you can get it for free. But right now, if you want to get it on Kindle, go over and get it because it's free. Amazon is a lot more controlling with your options and what you can and cannot do. So I kind of have to let go of some of the things and let them do it. But I'm really excited. Isn't Lex's good? Claudia, did she not totally, when I read it, I kind of was thinking she was going one way with it. And then I got to the end of the article and was like, oh, snap. That's what you're doing with this. It's fantastic. And it's completely truthful in what we need to say in here. But I think she did great. All of the articles were great. Every time we didn't get to do a Mary More Than Martha this morning. That's what we did. This morning I went ahead and released just a little video of me going through the magazine and the different articles, kind of sharing them with you guys and kind of talking about it. Yeah, it's really good. And all the families are so sweet. Every time we do this, I feel like it just gets better and better because every family that's contributed to the magazine from the first one back in the fall, I think they've just been phenomenal. So definitely really, really appreciate everyone. And I'm already excited. I already have people lining up to contribute for the summer edition, which will come out June 1st. So already I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for all of these things. My kids wrote in it. The two oldest kids wrote in it. And I can't. I showed Brandon when it first got done. I showed him just, like the layout with it in there. And he walked by and like teared up and was like, I can't even with this right now. Like, this is just.
Did you like me and Travis's?
Yes, Lily's here. Yeah.
And I want to sit in the chair.
Okay. So we are having a difficult time. Lola, our little miniature dash hound, went missing last night. And we were out late last night in the rain, out traipsing through the woods, screaming and hollering for her and looking everywhere. And
I was going to look at the back of the house earlier, but
praying and praying that when we woke up this morning, she would have just made her way back. But that is not the case. So we have been searching and searching for Miss Lola today to no avail. We have not found her yet. It's just, good morning, Gina. How are you? So we're all slightly stressed and highly emotional today, to put it nicely, probably. All right, let me pull this up so I can see the comments on here.
Oh my gosh, you're right. It is only you.
Yeah.
Is Tamara and Chloe here yet?
I have not seen them yet, but now I can see. Okay.
Mrs. Johnson.
Yeah, it's been a day. Today's like our one break in the rain. It has been raining nonstop, and so we're going to try to get all kinds of things accomplished today, but now I don't know how that's going to work. But the magazine is out. Super excited to share that with you guys. Also super excited to have a little bit of my time back. I have been living on the computer the past week, 2 weeks. I don't know. It's been a while. So magazine is done. Yes, Lexi's daughter is feeling much better today. Thank goodness. So the plan is for them to come up to our house on Monday and for us to get to record a few Mary More Than Marthas. We had been trying to record multiples at once so that way we can have stuff in the bank lined up, but life happens and we ran out. So we will work on getting some Mary More Than Marthas. We're going to be talking about submission. That is a big one that we want to get kind of the next one that we plan to have out. Please don't click on anything. So submission, your role as a wife, as a mom, things like that is going to be one of our next one that comes up. And then we've got some, this week I had a real big parenting fail, and I was talking to Lexi about it, and we were just kind of discussing it. We're like, you know what? I think that needs to be one of our next Mary More Than Marthas. So we've got some good ones already kind of. We can get those out. I love the Mary More Than Marthas. They're fun to do. And they're also coming up. We've got some podcasts that we're going to do. We're going to do some more of the hot topics within the church. That's been a really fun one to work on. So we'll get some more of those done. And then tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, we will have the next installment of our Sunday study up for the Bible study. And then starting on Monday, Brandon and I have been recording. I know we've shared with you guys how we do a family Bible study every day with the kids. And we are basically taking that morning Bible study and then sitting down, and Brandon and I are podcasting on that to share with you guys kind of that Bible study. So Sunday we will have our bigger Bible study up, and then every day during the week we will have a shorter little Bible study that we're putting up that you're welcome to use, you, husband, family, whatever. We're going to have that up. So super excited to share all of those with you guys here this next week. The website for our home church is up. Lex is, her husband works close to us, so that's cool. He has to make the trip all the time. But we are, we used to live, right? A mile, 2 miles away from each other, but now we're out in the boonies. So they have to trek all the way up, and that is so much on their family. So we're thankful for them that they do it, but we need to get better at just being able to record some stuff ahead of time so that way they're not trying to make the trip every single week, because it's a lot. Super excited about the Bible studies, you guys. The website for our home church is up, aphomechurch.com. So that is up. I'm hoping that there is nothing I goofed up or messed up on. If there is, let me know and I'll fix it. But hopefully I get everything up. Super excited to share that. That's really cool. And we just really want to make sure that, it's funny though, because Lex and I went to junior high together in Southern California. And then 20 years later now, we've both moved to the complete opposite side of the country, living on the East Coast, and ended up living, we were right next to each other for a long time. When we even first started our company, we would come and live with them while we were doing our work and the stuff. But yeah, and now we're out in the country and they still make the trek over. So it's awesome to have you. It's awesome to have them still close, not as close as we used to be, but still closer. Today. Oh, I'm so glad. Heather, I hope you're feeling better. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Sorry.
Right?
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. We're really excited to share more, to really do more with the Bible studies and the home church and the things. Please don't move all this stuff. And all of the things that we're working on. I don't even know where to get started. We've got a really awesome giveaway that we're going to be doing. I'm going to be filming the videos on that, hopefully get those up this week. But David C. Cook publishing company that we've been working with on some different things, they have the Action Bible series. And I've shared about how much we love our Action Bible because I can't talk about it enough. But we're going to go through and talk about, you tracked in all kinds of mud in general. We're going to talk about the different products that they have, and they have some brand new stuff that just came out that they sent us. Sorry for my robot. They sent us some of the brand new products, and they're phenomenal. We are so excited. So they sent us all kinds of goodies. We're going to do a big giveaway. Sorry, my robot is moving the tripod all over the place, but she's cleaning the floors, so we're going to be. You do need the Action Bible. Everybody needs an Action Bible. So Gina, be watching out because we've got a bunch of stuff to be given away. So. Hey, Tamara, you made it. So are you enjoying the magazine? I'd love to know that people are running behind because they're enjoying the magazine that we've poured our lives into these past few weeks. Don't click anything. How is Brett doing? I thanked everybody again, praying for Tamara and Brett with his heart surgery he had just this past week. But we've been thinking of you every day and wondering how you're doing, but I wasn't trying to drive you nuts and blow you up with emails all the time. So hopefully you guys are doing good. We've been wondering. Yeah, big giveaway with the Action Bible. That's going to be awesome. Our home church website is up. The new website for Minimalist Homeschool is up as well. I shared in the update video that I did earlier this week, but we are working on many things, one of which is being our free homeschool plans. I want to change it up a little bit because I want it to be more substantial with the things that matter. So I am really praying over that, working on that, kind of testing things out on my guinea pigs over here. And then as I get that done, that will all get uploaded. I've also taken in everyone's feedback, getting something that can be a PDF that you can print and use. Everything will still be free, of course. Yeah, that is the one thing about the magazine. But it's purposely done that way. The point of me doing the magazine was that I thought there is way too much out there and way too much from families that is just so substantial and special and deserves more than social media gives it. It's just meatier, I guess, is the word. And so I feel like the magazine definitely does become something that you got to be able to sit down. It's not something you just flip through and that's it. There's a lot to it and it's some heavy stuff, but I think it's important and it needs to be said and shared. And so we're excited to do that, even if it means that it's not just a quick you flip through and that's it. You're probably going to have to move because I made this for Daddy and I to sit down.
I know. I never left.
No, you can come sit.
You can come back. Sorry, honey.
You can come sit in my lap. If you change those hands.
I don't have to.
So yeah, it takes a little bit. We love our Action Bible, you guys. They've got a coloring book that's out. Super cool. Hey, and pull this back over so you can see. They've got a coloring book. They've got these awesome cards. Oh my gosh, so much cool stuff. You want to be Heidi when you grow up.
What is it?
You go back. You're not there. Yeah, Heidi just. I started repainting the house this week too while I was in uber crunch. I don't know. I work well under chaos, or so I tell myself, I think. But when all of the stuff, the magazine deadline was coming down and all of the crazy things going on, we got 12 new baby chicks because why not? We're still dealing with the puppy. And I
don't know why we thought that was a good idea though.
Yeah, but I started.
Because we're not. That's true.
I started painting all the walls.
Yeah, and the dog too. I think Heidi had a mental breakdown. I think that's what it was. I think it was. You have a mental breakdown and you just get animal.
20 new projects. Let's go. All the baby chicks are doing awesome though. You guys, we got 12 new chicks. One of them was not doing very well, the first evening kind of, and it was kind of these things that baby chicks do that there's really no fix for. You usually just lose them. They didn't have any turkeys yet. I looked, they had ducks, but no turkeys. I want to get more turkeys for sure. The ducks are really cute. They're really sweet. But with our creek, Mark, just buy your wife a goat mount. That's what Lex says. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
One of the, I don't know about the ducks with the creek. I just feel like we constantly be losing ducks. So I don't know about that. But the chicks are so cute. One had an issue that usually means you lose them. They usually don't make it through the night. We've lost a couple to that before. Luckily, we've been very blessed and we have not lost many chicks. That's awkward. Yeah, we've only lost a few chicks, but
No, I haven't seen that name once, but
he doesn't want to.
don't
Now
want
she's going to send it to you. That Brandon was in there being the chicken whisperer apparently, and like came up with, we were doing all kinds of research, doing everything we can to help this poor little chick. Really weren't thinking she was going to make it. And then Brandon worked his chicken magic and they're all doing great. So they're super cute. We'll do another video this week to show you kind of the process of our baby chicks. They're so sweet. Oh my goodness. And when baby chicks sleep, you guys, I don't know if you guys have ever raised baby chicks before, but they just like fall flat down,
Yeah,
like with their wings out, their face like straight down in the ground.
they act like drunks.
Yeah, they look like a drunk that just like stumbled and flopped down, or they're dead. I mean, it was nerve wracking. The first ones we ever had. What?
Speaking of the chicks,
You went and checked on them?
one was just asleep and had its leg all like that.
Yeah, they will. They'll be asleep with like their legs like just sticking out. Is it worth it, the payoff of buying them and making up for it? If you are just, I think chickens are totally worth it. I think they're worth it for many ways. You should see our overflowing bowl of eggs right now. And last night while we were out searching for Lola in the dark, my brother comes up with pocket full of more eggs that he found. No, don't bring it because the bowl is so full. It is overflowing. Bunny is the one that is constantly in our house because she loves Brandon. She has found out where Brandon's office is, and so she goes down there too. We have so many eggs. We free range our birds, so that makes it. Yeah, she
Speaking of
keeps
eggs,
calling me.
Mom, the big egg we found this morning.
Hey, Mom, can I call you back? We're just doing the YouTube live. Love you. Bye.
What'd she say?
They're just calling to see if we found the dog.
Oh, I thought you said something about grandpa.
She was with Nana.
Oh, okay.
No dog. Lola is missing. And so we have reached out to all of the places we can possibly reach
Show her
out
the
to.
big egg.
Jella laid this egg today. It is ginormous. The chickens are awesome. We love free ranging them. We luckily don't have many predators. Hawks are really mainly our only big thing, but we have, and owls, but they're inside at night. They've got, you guys, the chickens, they're awesome. The eggs are delicious. Our hens are dropping eggs like crazy. We can't keep up on them. Lex, your family better be ready because we need you guys to come eat like a ridiculous amount.
They still have like the 4 dozen that
I
we
know, and I moved our eggs into the biggest bowl we have because we're running out of things to put them in, and it's overflowing. I mean, we cannot keep up with it, which is awesome though, because the whole point of us trying to raise more food and do these things, Lex is like, they have eggs coming out everywhere, egg sandwich, egg lunch, egg everything. But the goal, Lord willing, that we would really like to do is use the land that we have here to really raise a lot of food, not only the food that we need, but to be able to donate and give food to people who need it. So that is really our plan. We also have some videos this week. We're doing, starting our vegetable gardens and different things. So I wish I knew a good way to ship them because you guys would all be getting so many eggs. Lex, we're on his phone. Hold on. Let me see. I don't know if I can.
Oh, yeah, she did. Yeah, you can't get it.
Oh, you can't.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. Buy your wife a good
Oh, yeah.
one. It's a
Did
thing.
you make that? I feel like you
Did
made that.
Lex make it? She probably. Hold on. What? Go get one baby chick. Lily's gonna show you guys a baby chick. Oh, okay. She sent me too. Yeah, there. I mean,
I'm pretty
people-
sure she made that.
just think Lex made it. She's like, hold on. I'm sure there probably is some way to ship eggs. We have plenty to send to all of you, or just come over Sunday mornings. I make a
I
huge
did
breakfast. Just come over and everybody can have big breakfast because we have more than enough eggs. French toast, eggs, baking, our challah bread that I make tonight for salad.
the one with the furry feet.
Oh, okay. Which one's go get Claudia?
Oh,
Okay. Okay, so here's one of the baby chicks. This is Lisa Furryfoot. Look at, she's got feathers on her feet. Can you guys see them?
From
that-
Oregon, I'm pretty sure that's like, well, it's Washington or the top of Washington, but that's the furthest you can get.
We've been talking about it. We're like, we should.
I love Oregon and Washington now, so we might actually come that way.
My plants would definitely suffer if.
Here's Claudia.
Okay, so Claudia, you're gonna love this, but Lily.
Claudia, this is Claudia.
Yeah, Claudia, meet Claudia. Lily loves your name, Claudia. And so, hold on, come here. Okay, take this one so I can use both my hands so I don't drop baby chicks. You're slippery little.
Claudia's
so
kinda-
this is Claudia.
Oh,
Say hello.
pretty name.
Yeah, she totally likes that name. So.
Yeah, she loved your name, Claudia. So she's like, you know what? We're gonna name this one Claudia. Hello. Is this the one that always pecks at everybody?
No,
Is it? Or is it the
no, it's one of the lighter ones.
There's one that keeps. Yeah, there's one that keeps pecking at everybody.
Get out.
Look at her.
They do look like drugs. Yeah, they do.
They do. They just like pass out face down, and you're like, oh my gosh, are you alive? Sometimes their legs are like all sticking out crazy.
Yeah.
And
Which are so cute. Oh, this one's shaking. I'm
here,
gonna
go
put
put
her
them back
back.
in so they can stay warm.
Come on, Claudia. Come on, Claudia. Oh, I'm gonna get them together.
Yes. Oh, now I got stuff
Put
on
them
me.
together, Mom.
And they're so they're so precious. So 12 more chickens because however many we have is clearly not enough. But we will have lots of eggs.
20, don't we have like 23 or something?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. How many do we have?
Yeah, I think we had
We
23.
stopped counting because we love having chickens so much.
I think we have about.
Which is fun because this past summer when he okayed that I could finally get them, I've always wanted a farm. And he was like, 5, no more. And so when I got to the place to buy them, they're like, well, agricultural rules, you have to buy at least 6. And I was like, lady said, we gotta get 6.
And Dad was
I
like,
swore she made that
are
up too, but then I.
"Are you right?"
Yeah. And then,
yeah. You're right. Yeah, because she's totally flipped it. Now it's totally me.
mhm.
And I love
You know
it.
how you're talking about we have a farm full of chickens, even one of the guys said there that you're gonna have a farm full of chickens.
Oh yeah, you should see anytime like UPS or FedEx or the mail truck or like anybody comes up because our house sits up on a hill and we've got like this big huge driveway that goes around, so they have to drive through like all of the chickens to get up to us, and they're always like, and then Turkey, Turk shows up
Oh my
and is
gosh.
hustling everybody, and it's like, sorry, crazy birdhouse. It's funny to watch. Sometimes they'll all be like grouped together down in the lower field, and as cars go by, you just whoa. Sorry, the vacuum's running
robot.
away.
One time, one of Larkin's friends. was
But yeah,
there.
it's just funny watching everybody as they drive by and there's just our whole flock down in the front. Oh yeah, honking at them does nothing. My chickens could care less. They're like, yeah, you can wait. We'll move when we're ready to move. Turks are nuts.
Oh my gosh, that's just what I was gonna say this morning when I went out to do my own little search for Lola. Turk saw me,
Yeah, and she followed
and
you. huh?
she totally
Oh,
ended up.
yeah.
She was right behind me the whole time searching for Lola. It was hilarious. I just turned
saw
around.
her.
Angela just sent a message, but I can't see. Your daughter.
To ballet rehearsal.
Oh, Virginia wants to do ballet. Bye, Angela. Have
Bye,
fun.
Angela. Thanks for coming by.
I did Google it to see if we had any places in town because Jen has been talking about.
No,
wanting to do
Angela, how's your
ballet.
mother-in-law? I can.
Oh yeah, she'll have to.
I hope you didn't. You'll have to let us know.
Yeah. Jen really wants to do ballet, and she's been wanting to look into it, which is funny because
She always practiced.
yeah,
There's
she's
a
always
little-
yeah,
She gets it from Peppa Pig. I'm
Peppa Pig.
serious.
yeah.
She gets it
Which is funny though because she's very athletic, but I wouldn't say she's like super duper graceful. She has like a lead foot, so it's kind of funny that she wants to do ballet. Will you please go see what that puppy is losing her mind about?
Probably the cat.
Yeah, the puppy Zoe, she barks at the cat because the cat doesn't really like her very much. So anytime Zoe sees Lucy, she just like goes "Roar, roar, roar," starts barking at her like, "Why are you so mean to me?" It's kind of cute, but I'm sure eventually we need to stop her from barking all the time. But right now, it's just really cute. Oh, that's good, Angela. Yeah, Brandon has been
Okay,
asking
yeah.
and wanting.
Yeah, definitely. We've been keeping her in our prayers.
Yeah, keep us posted. Definitely, we'll be praying for her
Yeah.
and you guys. That's just everybody.
Well, she can hear a little bit. I mean,
That's good.
That's
I mean,
good.
it's something.
it's improvement. So nothing.
It's funny though because
By the way-
I think Trav's trying to put her to sleep, but we're being too loud. Yeah, I think she's really into ballet, so that would be cute. We don't really do many like extracurricular activities. That's not really. Will you please go try to shush your puppy or Pickles puppy? We don't do many
I don't like dogs.
stupid robot extracurricular activities, but Lily wants to play soccer really, really badly, and Virginia has been talking all about ballet. Okay, robot.
Yeah, this thing is
I'm just trying. There we go. Sorry,
nice
guys.
stuff.
I just turned them off. Anyways, okay, go put Lucy
To
just
show
in your room.
everybody your
Crazy
sweet
cat.
cat.
Hi, Lucy.
She could not be more upset right now.
We don't
Oh,
need her mama's friend.
Batman's here.
Shh. Okay, go.
I can just imagine turkey.
We got mail, everybody.
Isn't it fun? Everybody knows we have mail. Shh, your
Okay.
brother's trying to put your sister to sleep, remember? I feel like we really do get frowned upon for not doing extracurricular activities, and I don't think they're as great as everybody builds them up to be. Yes, and really, everybody keep playing. Keep
Oh yes,
praying for
definitely,
Tamara and her
Tamara.
husband.
I am so. You're the reason right when I saw that you were on, I ran upstairs because I was doing
Yeah.
some stuff. But yes, that's so amazing.
Yeah, definitely keep Brett in his healing in your prayers. He ended up having to have a stent in his heart when they got in there and found blockage and everything else. So definitely, I can't imagine that process. You keep it close. I keep it usually far away, so it makes it good.
Well,
I think that should be one of our videos that we do talking about that extracurricular activity. I just don't get it. I don't get why we put all of our, and that was kind of actually when I shared about a little clip in the magazine at the very end. It's like one of the last articles before the prayer request, where I said, I really think we do need to rethink what our parenting goals are.
yeah, I think. I don't know. I think those activities are. I mean, I don't want to be careful how I say it because I don't think they necessarily are.
Mhm.
Like, still, if Lily wanted to do,
Yeah.
whatever, yeah, I absolutely would. We absolutely would if they want to, but I think it's definitely a worldly thing that gets you more. Not that that interaction is bad by any means, but it's
But
definitely.
why is our focus on getting out of the home and out away and putting all of our children, we're training our children to be completely focused on these activities, right? They've got to be all in with their sports and their all of their different things. Not that they're bad
And I
if
mean,
you want to
no,
go do that.
and I don't know.
But I think it's just this
To do one on female empowerment.
everybody's gonna hate us
Oh.
by the time we get done.
That one's not gonna go well at all.
On this episode of We Don't Make Friends, yeah, it's not that going and doing activities is bad in any sense of the word. Of course
No.
not. But it's, I think when
It just shifts your focus because you're and then too, as parents, you're concerned about time. You have to make practice, you have to make the games, you have to do these things. And a lot of times you sacrifice so many other things because of that.
yeah,
And I mean, shoot, like at the dinner table, this all goes back to the family. I mean,
Yeah.
this kind of forces the family apart in a way. It can together, so that's why I said I wanted to be careful with how I said it.
but I think we just have to be aware of how you do that. Oh wow, Tamara, did you see that with Morgan? Okay, oh yeah, you did see it. Never mind. We're delayed on the comments that we see.
Yeah, we're like really late today.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, I think definitely they can be something that can be great. I mean, but you just see as a large whole that going and doing these extracurricular activities, the family is constantly sacrificed and pulled away, because of it, because you're just each parent living in their, super busy with shuffling kids from place to place. And that's where everybody's focus and attention and resources and everything go on. So I think it's something that you definitely have to be careful of. But I think we definitely see in large that when you choose to stay away from those things or to not focus on them in the way that the mainstream does, it is definitely like a shameful thing. When we say like, yeah, our kids, especially homeschooling, they're like, oh, well, you must keep your kids in a lot of those activities so they're being socialized, and all of that stuff. And I'm like, nope, sure don't. And I think my kids get along just fine. Thank you.
I mean, they play with each other. I mean, we have enough for a sports team, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Well, sometimes like when you homeschool, do you think you just like keep the kids in a room by themselves and they don't interact with anyone whatsoever, so therefore they're not being properly socialized?
Well, yeah, you definitely get that idea. We see how.
But
the world
since
looks
when
at
is
things.
proper socialization putting them in a classroom with other kids the exact same age?
Yeah, archery is awesome, but I mean that's something that's more than that's not sports. Like I mean it is, but
Mhm.
that's a lot more than that. Yeah, exactly.
not
And you
do
guys can
easy
do that
things
as a family. Yeah, so and that's a trait, that's a skill. So I would definitely not.
But that's like a meaningful skill. I think that's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, they definitely they can, as long as you are able to do that. Unfortunately, most families are not able to do that, and they sacrifice so many other things.
and the culture almost encourages it as
Right,
well.
because a lot of time I said
Balance,
this goes
yeah.
back to the family. I mean, this takes family away from the dinner table most times because a lot of times families are getting something through drive-through really quick on their way home. Everybody's rushing to get a shower, get to bed, to wake up and do the whole thing again. So, and you sacrifice so much, but being able to balance it, yeah, that's when it's fine. That's where I don't want to sound authoritative. Most people can't, and they just
And you're really not encouraged to. Either,
No,
you know?
I mean it just and it does because it's not just soccer. I mean it's just like season after season because it's with soccer, baseball, depending.
Mhm.
And then it's martial arts now is really popular, so it's either that. So martial arts I wouldn't fit into that, but
Well, and we enjoy doing, especially like you said, things you can do as a family. Like we've got the property, we have the room, so we'll set up target practice and stuff like that because we love doing, things like that, which is enjoyable. I worry about the outside influence as well. And yeah, Lex's husband he'll bring up his bow and stuff and go out and go do practice and stuff out in our yard.
yeah, and that's
so
that's different. Like I said, I mean archery different. That's a team building things, but I guess just our you automatically think of soccer. I think of when you say at least I do.
Yeah.
Soccer mom. That's the first thing I go to.
with the haircut.
Yeah, the bob.
Yeah.
Can I see your manager haircut? It's okay. Your mom has that haircut, and there's nothing wrong with that haircut. It's just
the
a
memes just
stereotype.
make it so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do really worry about. We need to think about what influences we are making our children susceptible to. That's a big reason why we homeschool, so they're not being influenced. I shared a quote from Paul Washer.
I've had that haircut.
You have. We've. You love that haircut.
And Alexis is the totally can I see your manager type.
What was I now? I
Love you,
can't-
Lex.
What was I saying?
That's why I said there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, my mom
But
has had short hair since like.
But
Ever.
it's that meme is just so funny. But I had pink strings and blue.
I
don't
am not.
I don't know.
No,
having,
you're actually.
having the
You are
streaks
pretty
in
bad.
your hair in our town out here where we live, I
Okay,
think
wait,
makes you even more than
I am not. They lie. Transparency here, Lex. Come on. I've spilled my guts out to everybody.
transparency. Oh, bless. Children, outside influences, very important, I think, that we need to think about. But I shared a quote from Paul Washer earlier this week on my Instagram stories, and it's so true. I mean, where you are making, where your children are spending the majority of their time, that's where they're being fed and influenced. So what are those influences that you're giving them? Are they things that are pointing them towards Christ or not? Kind of just depends. You guys with your archery stuff, you guys are awesome because I'm not talented in any of that stuff. Travis loves archery and target practice, all things like that. And he's really, really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
We've bought him different things before so that he can practice and do stuff. And not that we spend as much time on it as we probably should, but heck, for us, just keeping up on all of the things are our extracurricular activities. Chickens, that's what we do.
These flies are doing fun.
Yeah.
There's like two in here that we can't.
You guys,
really
the
get
thing that stinks with the chickens that we are finding now that we have made it into spring is with chickens come flies. and the flies are making me crazy. No, see, I don't know. I'm not that exciting, but the flies, you guys, it looks like I've got like trailer park status going on right now because I've got the little fly
No.
trap things hanging everywhere.
Lil, Trav.
He's trying to put the baby to sleep
No.
still.
Well, Lil, come here.
And you guys, they wrote me their articles like on paper, and I have them, and I think they're going to be like framed hanging in our house because they just melt my heart
that.
so
That's
much. And I feel so bad because when Lily was like, I want to write an article too. What's an article? And she's asking me a billion questions about
She's
it.
on.
Say thank you.
Thank you. I love that.
Right there.
See?
Thank you.
And I was like, Lily, I'm trying to work, like whatever, just go do your thing.
Didn't really care at all.
I was like, go ahead, write me your submission, but I'm gonna look it over and no guarantees it's just going in because you wrote something type of a thing. And then I got it and I about died. Okay, Lex, enough out of you. Okay, you're done.
Liars.
But they were just so precious. And then Travis too, and he was just like, I want to make sure. And then he was like, did I do good enough? And worried about it. And he's already thinking of other things that he would like to write and share. And it just,
Yeah.
oh, my mama heart is just too much
Yeah.
right now.
I don't even know what to do with that. So, with those, you could imagine that I was
Yeah.
a pile of mud on the floor. I look like one of our soft chicken eggs out there, all over the ground.
So they were so precious and it was so sweet. I did not ask them to do a thing. The fact that our kids were like, I want to write something and do that. And especially Travis, he usually, with his dyslexia, when it comes to writing, he usually gets very just nervous and that's not something he likes to do. So our homeschool for the week was our kids wrote magazine articles and that totally on their own and they loved it. And yeah, thank you. Because that was, it definitely felt like we did the like parent, like high five, like Jim and Pam over, through the air, like, yes. Yeah. I think Travis was already thinking of things that he wants to do and share on. And it's just so cute to see them relate everything back to scripture and to all of that. And again, just made us like, yes, like that's what we want you to think, to think of when you're doing things. So that was really cool. They're just so precious.
They are.
We think so. Even Virginia, she can't write yet. She's like, I can draw a picture.
That's so cute.
But it was cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed it all. And I just hope everybody gets something from it, that's kind of the whole point of doing it is so that it can be an encouragement and something to someone else. So we're glad you guys all have gotten it. Hope you enjoy it all. And we really just want you guys to share it. I would like it to get out to as many people as God would want to get it out, and put it in front of, that it might encourage people just to draw closer to Christ and to pay attention to what really matters in life and what doesn't. So that's our prayer about it anyways, when we do it.
Yeah, there's just been incredible things that have happened with it.
Mhm.
But I really like how we just kind of shifted the focus about, like you said, when we first started this, when you first started the magazine, it was something completely kind of different. But like you said, it was something that you wanted to highlight these stories.
Mhm.
But again, too, we wanted to make sure that our focuses were definitely clear. And
that's why we rebranded it. We changed the name to Homeschooling Disciples. I'm not very happy with the way the title came out, but I couldn't figure out any other way to make it something more that I liked. But nobody seems to complain yet, so hopefully it's okay. But I was just being critical.
You still wanted to put something with homeschool in there, but we
because that's what it is, and we all need to be living as disciples of Christ. But truly, what does that mean, and how do we live? I shared in the prayer request in there with Lisa. Claudia, I'm glad you brought her up. Lisa she's so precious, you guys. She is such an amazing woman.
I can't with her.
Her story just breaks your heart. And the fact that she's just stuck in this really cruddy place. She's rocking a hard place. She's stuck there.
It really stinks because it's one of those situations where you ask yourself all those questions of, well, can't she just, or what if she just, or has she tried just? And to answer to all of that is yes. And she's literally just stuck in a horrible situation everywhere she turns. And she needs help. And it doesn't seem like it's for a very long period of time either that she needs his help, because I definitely things, will break for her. But during this period that she's going while her insurance and her
All
disability and all these
things,
different things going through, no, she's not local to us. Unfortunately, I wish she was, because
The kids were already like, "Can she
we
just
would-
move in with us?"
yeah,
I
we
was like,
would-
"She could, but
yeah,
she's in
we
Ohio."
would have her in a minute, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, she's in Ohio. So, yeah, I don't know. She's just one of those. The Lord brought her to us. Obviously, we ran into her out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't even remember how.
And her story has just got to both of our hearts. So not to everybody's story has got to our hearts, but this is somebody obviously who's seriously homeless and has nothing, and there's really no reason for it, especially so.
Well, and she's so precious, and to see her
Faith
her
is so
faith is
strong,
amazing.
and that's what makes it. She's not out there just for show. She's truly practicing and living a life for Christ.
And she
and
takes
she's
it so
just-
seriously
and she
to
really
lift
does.
others up in
Yeah,
prayer
She really does.
and to do these things. Like every time because I've talked to her a few times before, I just didn't realize the situation. And she's constantly, how can I pray for you? Who can I lift up in prayer? Like she's always putting others before herself, always doing these things. And then it just leaves her at the end of the day. I mean, she's struggling with an insane rap sheet of sickness. It just, I can't imagine. I mean, she's in constant pain. She has all of these issues and problems, and she's just stuck. She's getting ready. She does have some big appointments coming up. So we're praying for her and kind of keeping in touch with her, and just texting and calling and stuff. And as much that we can do to support from far away, I wish we could do more. I'm like, I'm a fixer. I like to do things. So I'm like, okay, how do we get you a car? How do we get you somewhere to live? I mean, she has like nearly zero family support. The whole thing is just a mess. And she just is so
And
precious.
and not only that, she's got fibromyalgia. So, I mean, she's constantly in pain too in all of this. And, while still, praising the name of Jesus, just your faith is just
which
so
is
strong.
the main
and being
reason
homeless
why
at the
her
same time.
family wants nothing to do with her, because
Exactly,
they
yeah.
want nothing to do with Christ. They want nothing to do with this. And she will not put Christ on a back burner, and everything that she does. And to see that even with that division, her faith remains strong, even while she's struggling through all of these things. So yes, I'm so glad I asked her if I could share her story, because she's been someone that we've been talking to for the past while now, and praying for the provisions to physically help her and meet these needs that she has. I mean, we're talking food and clothing and all of these things. So it's she's just so sweet, and I definitely appreciate you guys, keeping her in your prayers. If there's something that you can do, no, you're good. If there's something that any of us can do to help, it's definitely something that I think. And it's funny because we're reading in 1 John today, and it's going to be part of our daily study that's coming out next week with the daily Bible studies that we're going to be doing. Short little studies to do with everybody every day. They're the ones we do with our family. We're reading in 1 John, and John's talking about we are to love. This is what we are to do. I mean, if you love Christ, you'll be doing these things. We need to be taking care of each other and helping and growing within the church with one another. And that's so important. It's not just, oh, my thoughts and prayers are with you. That's it. I go about my life. No, I have everything that I need today. Everything else that we have, how can we help you? What can we do? She does have, yes, there is the me account that is set up for her. If you it's linked in the magazine. So if you get the magazine, it's at the very end I do a prayer request. It's the last thing we do for everyone to see.
And it's so sad because the reason why, I'm sorry I'm here, I'm just off camera, but I'll talk so you can hear me. But it's so sad to see because she only set up the GoFundMe because she, like everybody else, saw all these stories where people are getting these stupid donations for these ridiculous things. Here we go again. I didn't think I'd get a chance to mention it, but like the Fund Me page for Trump's wall,
Yeah.
the personal, like you raised millions of dollars for this, but yet we still have the Flint, Michigan water crisis. You know, you have all these different,
That
you
nobody
know,
cares to-
things that nobody cares about, yet millions of dollars in this GoFundMe. And Lisa's is the same case. You know, that's the only reason why that she set up.
Well, it's
that
the same like
account.
any of us. She didn't expect to be here.
Not
in
saying
her life.
because of the Trumps, but
No, but
because
she didn't
of
expect to
seeing
be
those
here in
things.
her life. She
Yeah.
didn't expect what to do, and she was like, "I don't know what else to do. I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do. I have, you know." And she's just stuck in this horrible spot. And so there is a GoFundMe that is set up. I mean, anything will help, and she is just. She's so precious. You know, when you look at her as a true sister in Christ and seeing that, and we all have things that we're in need of. And for us, with the home church that we started, that's a big part of what really is important to us. You know, yes, that's where I said, if you guys want to go and check it out, but I did aphomechurch.com, and it is so important not only as the church to truly be connecting with one another in fellowship. That's why we've got the Bible studies, you know, coming out tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so noon Western time. Want to get together, we will do kind of a fellowship, but focused on the Bible studies and the things that are going out. I went ahead and set up a separate YouTube channel so that we can do those fellowships underneath the AP Home Church YouTube channel. So that way it's not necessarily like just this huge public thing, but more so if you guys want to do the Bible studies with us and come and sit down and get a chance in fellowship with one another. I think it's important that we share our struggles and our needs and the things that we truly need help with today, so that Christ working through us, we can do these things for one another and help out. I think that's incredibly important. Go away. Sorry, chicken flies everywhere. But I think that's a really important thing to physically be able to do. Yes, I think if you just search AP Home Church or AMP Home Church for Aquila and Priscilla, it should come up. Sorry, I've got sad baby. We'll probably have to wrap this up here soon, but it should come up. If not, I will have everything linked on the Bible study tomorrow. And if you go to aphomechurch.com, I will get it all linked on there. I haven't done it yet, but I will get everything linked on there. You guys can do Bible study with us in the morning, and then just bring her here. Do Bible study in the morning with us. And then, like I said, starting Monday, every morning we will be posting like a 30-minute Bible study. So one we do with our whole family. So your whole family, you know, you're all welcome to come and join in with us. And we're just reading through as much scripture as we can read through. Sweetheart, you're struggling. You need your mama. Come here, love. You need your mama. Yeah. Oh, goodness, I know. Yeah.
Well, on that note.
Well, this might have to be the end. All right, guys. I'm going to go save the baby, who is not doing well with life right
Okay, well, she wasn't screaming. Sorry for letting her scream in everybody's ear now.
All right. I'm going to go give her some snuggles because she
Did you
needs
get
some
mad
mama
because brother
snuggles.
left?
I hope you guys all have an awesome day.
Yes, you guys
We will
too.
see you at Bible study if you want to come join us. And if not, be back this week with
Bye.
everything. Bye, guys.